Alright, let's see. I'm using Carolina right now, but I'm gonna show you what you could do for your... Can I change the depth chart? Maybe I have to pick a play. Well, no, I could just do here. Play receiver. Balance, conservative. Alright, check this out, bro. Alright. So, running gun. I'm gonna be in the 5 wide receiver trio. Keep in mind, I like putting the slots. I like keeping the slot receiver as the faster receiver. The other 2 deep threats on the outside receiver. So audibles, I'm gonna see mesh. Depending who your QB is, I would keep QB draw in there just in case. Strong flood. Do I want strong flood? Yeah, we'll keep that strong flood as L1, and then R1. I like stick, but always come out in 4 verticals. And I'm gonna do concept cover 3. So this is zone. I'm gonna do cover 3 match. First thing I look is how far back they are. So basically, in some round combos, I always max protect my line. So you see DJ Moore on the left, on the right. So McCaffrey is pretty good route runner. So see how much speed was it a linebacker on him or a corner? He's 5 yards back. So I like doing a drag, or even keep him back on the slant, or even just both drag the tight end. And McCaffrey, and then put him in slant, or even you could even do this. Outside receiver curl, DJ Moore in the deep route, and then you can do this. A comeback. So let's show you how it is. See the middle, open McCaffrey up. That's cover 3. So we're gonna try it again. Max protect. Curve out the outside receiver. Can slant DJ Moore this time. Comeback route, Robbie Anderson on the left outside receiver to X. Double drag Arnold, and you can either drag McCaffrey or keep him on the same route, or even switch it to a slant. McCaffrey right down the middle, or if not, the tight end will be open, but I threw it late. So let's do that again. Max protect. Outside receiver, and then let's just do a double drag. See right there, wide open. That's one route combo. Curls, slants, drags, to let you know. So now I'm gonna keep McCaffrey on the curl route, keep Robbie Anderson on the deep route, the streak. I'm gonna drag Arnold. Curl route 83 receiver Moore. I'm gonna motion DJ Moore. I'm gonna put him on a slant route. That outside rush might come at you quick, so you gotta have to bullet it. See right there? That was a bad read on my end. I wanted DJ Moore to cut back inside, but see, I'm gonna show you what I was thinking. You could even flip the play and even put DJ Moore as a slant, which I just did, and then drag the tight end. And that's gonna leave the tight end wide open. This is covered. I'm gonna show you a couple more routes that I can show you. Flip the play. DJ Moore, you can keep on that route. You can even drag Arnold, slant McCaffrey, and then drag DJ Moore. So you got 2 good reads on the middle on the drag. DJ Moore, slot receiver, or the tight end on the drag. That's on the 4 verticals. Then mesh. I like flipping the plays most of the time to just see what the defense is giving me first. So I flip it. Alright, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna block down. I'm gonna motion out DJ Moore. Actually, I can't. Let's see if I can do. Let's reset it first. Let's do mesh first. Okay. I'm gonna streak CMC, drag Robbie Anderson, keep everyone else on the same route, and just hike it. My first read is gonna be Robbie Anderson. If not, go down, check down the circle, the drag route that's coming out from that motion route. You could even motion your receivers. I mean, change the receivers. You could put the faster receiver as the drag route where this receiver is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a different one. Actually, I'm gonna keep this one deep streak McCaffrey. Keep everything the same and just hike it. Always hit circle as your primary read, which usually is always open. So basically, it's just not a lot of route combos, just straight triangle receiver. Let's say the circle's not open, right? So I'm gonna curl route X and then keep everything else the same. The circle's still wide open, but I like leaving another diversion, like another distraction receiver on a different route. So let's mesh again. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do same thing, straight triangle receiver, and then what we're gonna do is R1 curl out right there, and then keep everything else the same. It leaves circle wide open all the time, most of the time. Drag routes are pretty hard for a linebacker to cover, so you gotta take advantage of that. So mesh again. Straight triangle receiver, keep everything the same. You can even mess around with the routes, combos for R1. You can even do a curl, out route, or even just a streak, just throwing out some other stuff. And then keep the tight end. You don't really have to change the route on the tight end unless you really want to, but most of the time it's gonna be circle wide open. But I saw the tight end ran, so it looks like he could be open. So let's try it again. Mesh, streak triangle receiver, max protect. I'm gonna put DJ Moore on a streak route, and then just keep an eye on circle. If he's covered, I'm gonna throw the X. So X was wide open. Look at that. You just throw deep and catch it. I'm gonna try it again. Mesh, streak triangle receiver, streak R1 max protect. When the tight end is open like that, I like doing a lob pass, but it depends who the tight end is. See right there, perfect, wide open. This is cover 3. I'm gonna do it again. So mesh again, streak triangle receiver, streak R1 receiver, max protect. Wait until the tight end makes that cut and you can throw it. Always do catch it on the run. Alright, and then what other plays do I have? I got QB draw. I'm pretty sure you know how to do QB draw. Just read the defense and just hit the hole. It only works with a good mobile quarterback. Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar, Cam Newton works too. So strong flood, one of my favorite plays out of this one I used to run it. So I'm gonna flip the play. I'm gonna block down the tight end, and then slant McCaffrey. Actually, I'm gonna drag the tight end, keep McCaffrey on the slant, DJ Moore on the slant, and the other Moore, the circle receiver on the streak. You're gonna have 3 reads wide open: X, triangle, and the other receiver. McCaffrey's gonna get open late, but that depends on how much protection you got on the line. So it's a strong flood. So I'm gonna flip the play, drag the tight end, slant the R1 receiver. You can even do a double slant with the triangle receiver too, so it's gonna look almost like a shallow cross. So slant. So you got X, triangle, and R1. Your three reads you can make, just depending on what the defense is giving you under cover 3. So that was the tight end. So I'm gonna do strong flood, flip it. So I'm gonna do the same thing. Double drag, slant McCaffrey, slant DJ Moore, max protect. So I'm not gonna look at the tight end. You can even hit McCaffrey right there, wide open, over the linebacker head. I would usually lob it, but that time I didn't do it. I wasn't thinking right. But if you trust your quarterback's arm, you don't have to really lob it, but you should get in the habit to do it just in case the linebacker might just jump the route. So slant triangle receiver, drag the tight end, slant R1 receiver. You got the tight end, and then I'm gonna hit McCaffrey again, right there. See, the linebacker will bite down to the other receiver on the tight end drag. That's against. All right, we'll go one more time. Drag the tight end, slant McCaffrey, slant DJ Moore, max protect. First reads to tight end, but I see McCaffrey getting open, so all you gotta do is that. Linebacker will always bite on the tight end drag. One more play against cover 3. Let's go stick. Alright. I like flipping play always, and then I'll keep everything the same. The only thing I'm gonna do differently is triangle on the slant, R1 receiver on a drag, and then we're gonna keep the X tight end on the same route. And basically, it's gonna use that tight end as a blocker sometimes. If not, I will switch it. So basically, same thing. Stick, flip the play, triangle slant. And I will drag the tight end. You can keep the tight end stick route the same. If not, you can change it to a drag depending what the linebacker is giving you. Based on what I saw, he was kind of far back. He was most likely, like I told you, 5 yards back. They're most likely playing zone, so I like putting in that drag, slant triangle. Keep everyone else the same. Just keep watching that tight end, and you can just bullet the pass. Easy, what, 3 yards, 3 to 5 yards, maybe a first down if you make some crossovers and stuff like that. So R1 again. So flip the play, slant the triangle receiver, drag X receiver as the tight end. You don't need to keep the stick route going unless you really want to. Alright, there we go. And then I'm going to show you another route combo. Stick. So I'm going to keep it just like that. So we're going to keep everything on the right side the same. I'm going to streak Robbie Anderson. And I'm going to slant McCaffrey. And you got McCaffrey right down the middle. And when you bullet pass like that, I would press X to drop down and catch the ball. You don't want to put your receivers in a vulnerable position where he'll get hit and then there's a possible fumble. So same thing. Streak the square receiver. Keep everything else on the right the same. All you have to do is slant McCaffrey, and right there, right in the middle, just drop and catch it. So we're gonna try it one more time, and then I'll show you against man. These are all my subs. I mean my audibles. It's the best ones I can think of that I would value. What I would use personally under this gun 5 receiver trio formation. You don't have to use them, but if you want to, you can. You can always refer back to this video. So stick again. We're gonna slant McCaffrey, drag the tight end, and leave everything else the same. Right there. So you can flip the play. Go back to stick. Drag the tight end. Slant McCaffrey. You can, the circle receiver, you can even put him on the streak route. You don't really have to. It's just another route to disguise the defense. I mean, disguise your offense for a bigger play. right here. So if you just do stick stock, you don't want to flip it, you can keep it like that. All you have to do is straight Robbie Anderson or straight square receiver, depending on what team you're using. Drag McCaffrey, slant DJ Moore, and keep the other Moore receiver open. I mean on the streak, and see R1 wide open, just like that, right over the cover 3 zones. So stick, you can keep it the way right it is, streak DJ Moore, just like that, and drag McCaffrey. You always need a fast receiver on your R1 receiver. That's a bad read. But basically, stick again, strict the square receiver, drag triangle receiver. Most likely it's always going to be a running back. Slant DJ Moore, and keep everything else the same. So you just give it time. You just lob the ball. Depending who the receiver is, he should get to that ball like the first time I did it. I'm going to try it one more time. If not, I'm going to just go straight to the man defense. So keep it stock. Drag triangle receiver, slant R1 receiver. And all you got to do is just lob it. He's going to get there. I guess not, whatever. But I'm going to flip and see if it makes a difference. But this time I'm going to use triangle as the slant. I'm going to drag DJ Moore and then circle receiver. I'm going to split him on the streak route. So see, now you see there's a couple more routes open. You just got to take some time. You always just got to max protect just in case, because you are in spread formation. You don't have a running back blocking down for you. So stick. So let's try it again. Square deep route, triangle drag, R1 slant, circle receiver streak, tight end, keep them on that stick route. And see, max protection does help out a lot, and he still caught it. It does help out a lot. You just gotta trust your QB's arm, and that's all you gotta do. So now that was against zone. Now I'm gonna show you how to play this formation against man. Alright, so same thing, gun. Always come out in, what did I say? Verticals. And then concept. We'll do cover 1. Cover 1, Robert press. You see, now you see how much closer the DBs are. So I always like dragging the tight end no matter who they are. For verticals, pretty simple. I like always max protection no matter what. All you gotta do is watch the tight end. Easy first downs. If not, you just have to throw the ball away. See, I only have one read there, but I'm gonna show you some other stuff to look for. So 4 verticals against Robert man press, cover 1 Robert press. You can double drag McCaffrey and the tight end. Slant the R1 receiver, and McCaffrey should be wide open for a couple 3 yards just to give you some QB room, some room for the QB. So max protect, double drag, R1 receiver on the slant. And I just like looking at the tight end, see, wide open. That's probably a good first down, 5 yards maybe. So 4 verticals, max protect, double drag, triangle and X receivers, and R1 on the slant. So double drag, slant, R1 receiver, and keep everyone else the same. Primary was McCaffrey, but he got covered. Tight end should be wide open up top. One more time. I'll do a few more times. So double drag, R1 receiver, slant. Just hike the ball. Just keep in mind always max protect. Just when they play man to man, this is, I don't think they're pressing, but they're playing man to man. This should still work on when they press, depending who your team is, but you can always adjust to it and even flip the play. So double drag, triangle and X, tight end's wide open. So now I'm gonna show you 3 times when you flip the play. All you gotta do is the same thing. Double drag X receiver, but this time double drag the R receiver and put McCaffrey or the triangle receiver on the slant. And either way, your tight end should be wide open for a good amount of yards, just like that. So flip the play. So the only thing changes is, of course, the receiver that you put on the slant. So X, R1 receiver on the drag, and you put your triangle receiver on the slant. And either way, your tight end should be open right there. Good check down route, drag, slants, of course, everything that you can think of. So flip the play. So now I'm gonna even show you something. I'm gonna show you the same thing. X, R1 drag, triangle slant. So even R1's wide open right there. You just gotta put your fast receivers in a slot position. Either substitute them in or just trust your instinct. So I'm gonna flip the play. I'm gonna show you another route combo. You could even do a slant on the triangle receiver, drag X, and R1 on the curl route. It still should leave a wide receiver wide open, which is triangle. Just gotta motion out your QB and just trust your instinct to throw it on the run. This is against man. So I'm gonna show you again 4 verticals. Curl route R1 receiver, slant triangle receiver, drag your tight end. All you gotta do is run and then pass it to your triangle receiver wide open. Any fast running back or good route running receiver, put them on your triangle receiver right here. So slant, drag, and curve out R1. And right there. So we're gonna mesh. This is pretty easy. You don't really have to like do any what you call it, really motion stuff, because the circle receiver will motion for you automatically after you hike the ball. But route combos, I like putting the triangle on the slant, triangle on the streak. There you go. You're looking right. Okay. And then X on the curve out. It didn't even let me, but yeah, circle's gonna be wide open, as I can show you against zone defense. But I'm gonna try that again. It wasn't cooperating with my substitution. So streak, triangle, square on the slant, curve out X, and just hike the ball. Watch for circle. He should always be open. Easy, good 3 yards, maybe even a first down, depending on what the defense is looking like. So mesh again. This is regular stock. You don't have to flip it yet. So curve out X and slant. Drag. You can even drag square receiver or slant them. I'm going to do a slant again because the linebacker's pressing them, and I have Robbie Anderson, a good receiver. Circle's wide open right there. Good read. Mesh again. I'm gonna flip it now. Alright, so you see what I'm looking at? Alright, so I'm gonna even do something that, hold on, I gotta figure out. Alright, so yeah, there we go. So we're gonna slant, circle receiver, R1 on the streak route. Keep everything else the same, but curl out X. And Robbie Anderson, the other fast receiver, should be wide open on the drag, which he's not, but you can still look at your circle receiver and trust that he would make that big catch. Mesh, flip the play. Curve out X, R1 receiver streak. So no one's open, you just throw the ball away right there. Curve out X, R1 streak, and then max protect. Circle's wide open on a drag, good amount of yards. You could try that. I'm gonna try that play one more time, except more but circle on a drag route. I mean a slant route. I forgot to change the play mesh. So circle, slant route. You could keep R1 on that route he's on, or a streak, and then curve out X, the tight end. And just watch that D-line closely, because they usually get to you pretty quick. That's why you always have to max protect. And I made a bad read on that throw, but I'm going to show you. Slant circle, R1 streak, X curl, and everything else the same, max protect. But you get the point. I'm going to try one more time, but I'm pretty sure you get the point now. Mesh is actually pretty strong if you flip the play, because it puts your one of your best receivers on that drag, because on Carolina, circle receiver is not the best. This more because he just got cut. But anyways, if you flip it, you get a better option to catch the ball on the drag, but even on the slant. So Robbie Answers coverage, you just kind of throw the ball in a tight window. Aggressive catch if you have to. If not, press X. And the receiver should automatically catch it most of the time. So I'm going to flip the play. X tight end, curl. DJ Moore on the same route or a streak. And then just slant route the circle receiver. Always look for the drag first. And then of course, if the defense starts adjusting to that drag, circle receiver should be wide open over top. So what we're gonna do, curve out X, max protect. First read will always be square. If he's not open, you got circle right there. You can redo secure catch just like I did. Alright, so now what's next? QB draw. I could do that last. That's pretty simple. Strong flood. What I like doing is motioning DJ Moore, and then out route the square receiver, and then just keep an eye on DJ Moore. If he's not going to be open, he can probably be open most of the time on that route, but you might have to change that route combo. So strong flood. I'm gonna flip the play. Alright, so this is what I'm looking at. This is man to man, cover one press, tight end is on the arrow. I'm gonna put him on the drag. Slant the R1 receiver. Look at McCaffrey most of the times, but DJ Moore's gonna be wide open right there. Essentially, the red route is your primary receiver, but it doesn't happen all the time because they're going to be covered. But I'm going to show you strong flood again. After I flipped it, right, drag the tight end, slam route the R1 receiver, max protect. Drag's covered, R1 receiver's right down, wide open down the middle. Strong flood, flip it. Drag the tight end, R1 receiver slant. That's it. All you gotta do. Drag is gonna be covered. R1, catch on the run. DJ Moore will always catch that. He's pretty fast. So one more time. Strong flood, flip it, drag the tight end, R1 receiver, slant, max protect. Linebackers and safety drop down to the drag, leaves the R1 receiver wide open. Alright, so I'm going to show you stick now. So basically, flip the play, drag R1 receiver, slam route the triangle receiver, and keep everyone else the same. Drag is going to be open. If it's not, triangle should be wide open, but you gotta just make that throw if the D-line's not crashing into a stick. Drag the tight end. Oh no, I'm gonna keep the stick route going, okay. So it's gonna usually go out or stay in there. So I'll slant McCaffrey or the triangle receiver, drag DJ Moore, and a circle receiver, I'll put him on the strip. McCaffrey's wide open. Make sure your triangle receiver is a good fast running back like a McCaffrey, Alvin Kamara, you name it. You could even put Tyreek Hill on this substitution. You just have to go to the play art and then substitute. So slant triangle receiver, keep the tight end on the same route, and then R1 receivers a drag, circle receiver on the streak. Most of the defense will bite on that drag and it leaves the triangle receiver wide open. So essentially this should be probably a money play depending who your receiver is at triangle. So you stick, triangle slant, X same route, R1 slant, circle, circle on that out route, and you actually got to drag R1 receiver. Let's go from there. Watch this drag. Triangle's gonna be open. Fucking pass rush got to me. So we're gonna do is stick, flip the play, slant triangle receiver, drag R1 receiver, circle receiver. You gonna watch it, then watch McCaffrey. See, that time I didn't max protect. That's what happens when you don't max protect. Flip it, max protect just in case. Triangle slant, R1 drag, circle streak. That was a bad throw on Darnold, but McCaffrey was wide open. Flip the play, triangle slant, R1 drag, circle streak, and the max protect. So sometimes the drag will get open, just timing. I like looking at drag as my primary read, but if that's covered, I will hit the receiver up top, which is the triangle receiver. So you see right there, drag's covered, triangle's wide open. And that's basically what I would do, man, to be honest. Man to man or playing zone. I did send you the link so you will get a look at the plays. So I'm gonna show you stick, and this is for bugs. I'm tripping. So stick, already flipped the play, triangle slant, drag R1, streak circle, max protect, Watch the drag, R1's gonna be covered. You hit triangle up with top, wide open. Stick again, flip the play, triangle slant, R1 drag. Just like that, and that's a touchdown. Stick, flip the play, triangle slant, R1 drag, circle streak. Starting to fall in love with this play. Holy shit. Well, that's it, bro. Well, let me know if you need any more help on this playbook. But that's it, man.